Ncaa Bank Field in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. How these two teams remember this season will be largely impacted by what happens here in the Gator Bowl. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Memphis Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, the Razorbacks coach said pregame he is really trying to motivate his team here today to use this opportunity to develop. This is a team that just barely made it into bowl contention, just barely eligible. But getting into a bowl game allows you to have extra practice time. That is extra development time for this young team that looks to make some splashes next year. Coach said, here's our opportunity to prove we can be even better coming up. But it all starts here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers offense that has the first possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Memphis wants to move quickly. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Looks it in. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Razorbacks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. As we see the dangerous Braylon Russell. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, that always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out, you know there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. And I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And
just steamrolling the defense. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Hill. Out wide right, it's Watkins. That's a 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you've got to finish the deal. Going to the run, it's Russell. And he's in! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rush is on. He'll throw it. Left side is Chapman. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Nestles it in at the 35. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Straight ahead, it's Russell, fighting off the defender. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Handoff from the gun. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He's changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Hill. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They want to throw it. He's got it. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Razorbacks heading quickly to the line. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Making the adjustment on the play. With the draw, it's Russell. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Nolan. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. First play of the period will be a second down. Send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on second down. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quarterback changing the play. Looking for space. It's Russell. Across the 25. He's got room. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Long way to go on second down. Looking for a man. It's Hill. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Tipton. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Second down, gonna throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Carter. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's stopped.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. To the air, it's Nolan. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. Memphis will be forced to punt. On the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Hauls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Snags it. Still running at the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
To the air, it's Hill. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Gonna look downfield again. Comes down, it's Marshall. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Razorbacks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on first down. Between the hashes, it's Watkins. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Russell. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Burrowing for yardage. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Memphis calls timeout. That's their first of 3. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Running the red zone, it's Russell. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Arkansas! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the field. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Turns up, it's Marshall. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Takes the handoff. It's Russell. Past the 45. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Coach Huff told me at the half, this team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Out wide right, it's Watkins. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. This offense has it with really good field position. Fresh center down's going to the air. Turns it upfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to throw one first. They're all over him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. Very fortunate that wasn't a pick in the end zone. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some score. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Makes the grab in the corner.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Making the adjustment. To the air, it's Hill. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Still on his feet at the 35. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Fresh set of downs going up top. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tigers. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Quick give. It's Smith. He's got enough. At the 45 on his way. Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Back to throw, it's Hill. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Run inside. It's Carter. Defense all over him. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Dropping back, it's Nolan. He uncorks one deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of this drive. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out wide left, it's Chapman. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Running inside, it's Carter. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Not a lot of room to field this one. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Smith takes the handoff. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the single back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. On the move, he fires. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. 2nd and long here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. running back has it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Handoff again. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Jackson will throw. Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He is in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. They get to him as he throws. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run him again. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah. Oh.
He's loose down the left side. The 40. He's at the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Carter.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Run ends there.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Motion from the wideout. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Hits inside. It's Smith. Got the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Sets his feet. It's Nolan. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
What a season it has been, and it's been great to share it with you. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rose.